Hi, everybody. Hi. How is everyone today? Man, it is Friday. Y'all, don't it feel good to know we made it through 1,000% of every damn thing that life and karma, the universe threw at us? We made it through 100% of it. Man, it is amazing seeing you guys. Man behind the curtain, it is our favorite magician. You never know where he's going to pop up at. Brother Thomas, we love you so, so much. Thank you for dropping them links. Our house hostess, Angie, thank you for making everyone know they're in a safe, fun, seatbelt encouraged chat room. Thank you. Brother Joe, what's up? Our house smoker. What's up, my favorite stoner? Janet Lee, what's up? What's going on? Rossi! Y'all know what time it is. Rossi is in the house, so pay attention. When she opens that list up, look, y'all, it's Friday. They fill up kind of quick. There's 10 slots on Friday, and when she's ready, she will open that list. And honey, she is your placekeeper. If you need to step away, if you need to answer the phone, if you just want to leave, but you want your live to be there for a playback, all you got to do is let Rossi know where you're at, and she will hold your place in line, or she can move you around. She is your one and only placekeeper on Fridays. Hi, everybody. Crystal, what's up? Glad to see you coming back. Welcome. Woo, y'all, I am supercharged. My sister will be here tomorrow. I'm supercharged. Oh my God. And let me tell you, it has been energy. And at first I couldn't figure it out, but then I was sitting outside and it dawned on me, oh my God, I bet it's all of my sister's team that has made their way this way from the Midwest. Could be, I don't know. Could be, but it's been pretty wild on energy today, let me tell you. I mean, just epically wild. But we are here, so I am so excited to hang out with y'all for just a little while. So for the next 60 or 90 minutes, it's all about y'all. It is open mic. Y'all know what we do on Fridays. It is Fridays Fixtures. We just tweak our chandelier just a little bit, maybe get a different perspective, or maybe my perspective is the same of yours, and maybe then I'm just co-signing what something in your gut is telling you is actively happening around you. So pay attention to how this goes. Also, update reminders. Remember, tomorrow, that is the last day to enter the giveaway for a free reading from Monday's meta messages. After tomorrow, it will close, and then on Monday's meta messages, okay, it might be pushed back a little bit. I'm still working the Monday out. Still gonna happen, just not sure. But anyway, we will find our winner then. Anyway, Rossi has opened the list, so there are 10 slots available. If you want to get on it, say me, and then your focus word right behind your me, so that I know what you're kind of wanting to maybe look at now. If my team picks up on something else completely and it has nothing to do with your focus word for me, that is just your team talking to my team and changing the playing field, so to speak, so that you can understand there is some kind of genuine connection going on. Whew, I am okay. Miles wants me to also say I am an intuitive reader. So for those of you that are here, you do get a read from me. I'm not always going to remember what I say. Sorry. It doesn't actually come from me. My biased opinion gets dispersed between all of the crystals that, believe it or not, it's up to you. I can show them to you if you wish, but I sit around a bunch of crystals and I put all of my ego and all of my thoughts and my opinions and my bias this and my one way this and my oh my God trauma here and all of that. And as I do the reads intuitively, if one of them call out to me, I give you guys a little piece of me throughout the reads so that you and I can make a connection as well. Whew, what was y'all's week like, man? I mean, come on. What did y'all make it through? Tell me about it. Like, let's see. What did I make it through this week? Well, outside of a lot of energy today, oh, I will tell you, so it will seem like for me, Wednesday and Thursday, I really struggled. I was very tired, overly excessively tired, maybe. I'm usually one of them that get up at the bump up crack of dawn in the mornings, and I'm usually up, not too many cat naps, and I'm usually somewhat productive doing. Having said that, yeah, Wednesday and Thursday was a real struggle for me. Today, I'm full of energy. I don't know if it's just because I slept a little, and it's now just kind of piled up inside of me. I don't know, but there's that. um, Midwest is where you're from, Angie. That's what's up. So I was born in Houston, and I was raised in the Midwest in the St. Louis, East St. Louis, Jefferson City, Lake of the Ozarks area. That kind of between them parameters. There's a lot of places and a lot of things I've done in that area that I am and am not too happy with it, but it was part of who and how I became who I am. So there's that. Every felony I've ever caught, I must say, I did catch them in, oh, that Midwest area, I guess. Miles has me sitting with notebooks. Well, he is one of them that pays attention. He sometimes can have me excessively focused on my surroundings. So sometimes that comes through um, me taking a lot of notes. I do it too. I can relate. I can definitely relate. You keep waking up at 1 a.m. Oh, okay. 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 What is it? Well, that's a lot of like break. Okay, so like Miles says, possibly between that 12 and 1 o'clock hour. A lot of people like to call it the witching hour, but technically, then 3 to 4 hours is all some form of supernatural, some form of witchcraft, or whatever. The 12 to 1, Miles refers to that as your eye openers, your sandmans, your angels, your guides, kind of a balance of both. That kind of in between state of mind. Um, the 2 to 3 o'clock hour, he pretty much says a ghost has woke you up. If you woke up between anywhere between 2 and 3, that's usually a some kind of form of a physical ghost waking you up. And then he says, obviously, the 3 to 4 would be your supernatural witching. Where you're actively possibly in REM or actively working, or you could be like casting and creating, working with some form of alchemy or some form of magic with a K, he said. So I guess that's just something for someone out there, whoever you may be. Um, Yeah, I guess for different people, it's gonna be different strokes for different folks or whatever, but, he says that's his kind of his breakdown, of how what he's gained through working with all the different humans he's worked with and all the different many years he's worked on this fourth dimensional planet here, he says. It's anticipation and excitement, that's what is pumping out of you. Yeah, a lot of it is. I haven't seen my sister in a while, I'm super excited. So my sister's a mortician. She is not like me, but we're a lot alike. She sees and talks to them like I do. Only she sees them differently because she is a mortician. She has a total different level of respect. Not that I don't have the utmost high respect for the dead, but hers is way up there, right? She ultimately wants nothing but the best, and to keep that person safe through that first 1 to 3 day transition, um, where she knows that no harm of any kind, only good things and blessings and stuff like that. Her shop is amazing. She has gorgeous beautiful blessing statues and these amazing candles that bring in and keep all of them safe and to feel welcome while they just kind of roam around the shop while they're there and just get comfortable if they have questions. She's always got her spirit box going so that she can talk to them a little bit better, give them a little bit of the energy back. Some of them having it be so fresh for them, it's a little bit more difficult. Someone sent you a spiritual knock around 4 a.m. Ooh, I love it. 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 Yeah, it felt different at 1. Usually it's 3 to 4. Ah, understood. Oh, I see our first list. All right. So usually they're kind of also pre-programmed. Today, no, we're just gonna they got some decks out, and I'm just gonna kind of go with what feels like the best one to answer that question, the best tool to answer that. I even have a pendulum out, my dancing crystal. It was handmade by Brian Blushing Nerd Tarot. Um, so I'm excited. I have that out. I have some decks. Only 4 ish. Anyway, okay. Angie, advice from the universe. Advice from the universe. Wow, that is so. Angie, I want you to. Mm, I mean that is like way like I don't. I feel like you're looking for something just a little more specific. Like Miles is over here going, no, no, no. So I either it's not like I feel like either there's something more you're trying to hone in on, and you're broadly making your question, but that is so. Uh, Now, Miles used the word shallow, and I don't necessarily like that word. Some people it would trigger or offend them. This is a shadow channel, and I'm sometimes always meaning and attempting to trigger you guys, but that's in a different form. Today's not about triggering you to get you to open up to those shadows and opening those doors. It's more about the perspective of something. So, if anything, I would ask you to think just a little bit more in detail about that advice. Like, where would you actually like that to come from? The universe is vast, so let's let you sit with that for a few minutes. Touch back with Rossi. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to Crystal, and I don't have that deck out, but this gives me a chance to get it. So give me 1 second. Love life, love life, love life. Yes, I gotta go grab that deck. Hold on. Okay. Thanks for understanding, because like sometimes they can kind of sound harsh, and it's just like, wait, now how do I make that sound like like there's some kind of compassion going on? Because sometimes it doesn't sound like there's any. While I get to giving this deck a warm up, y'all, I want to thank you in advance if you do make any kind of donation. Brother Thomas posted all the links earlier, right when he came in. For those of you coming in, if you can't get to the top of the chat, Thomas or one of the other moderators can repost those links. If you are wanting to make a donation to the channel or just a channel donation and grab something off my wish list, which for the most part, there are some clothes and stuff on there, but you can skim right through that and, just look at the tarot and oracle or the tools, the stuff like that. If you just want to donate strictly for the channel for an unboxing or something. Okay, we have a jumper. feel like I should have grabbed that healing deck, but they didn't tell me to grab it, so I guess we'll just see what we got rocking right here. So, um, okay. So, love life. Love life, love life, love life, love life. Yeah, I know, I see it. So before I attempt to look at those, so up here, that's like one story, and this is another story. Okay, I got you. So it's just kind of like a them and her situation. 1 second. Okay, let's see how they go. All right. Ooh, okay. So there is kind of a this or that kind of going on with this, but the overall energy of both of them, right? That's why I was like, well, I understand it. Like it makes sense in my head. Now, how am I going to deliver this, right? So the overall energy of the this or the that is the Tower card, right? So when you think about the Tower card, I want you to understand that the Tower card gave you options and options and options, gave you opportunities, gave you chances, gave you choices, gave you options. We don't always make the best ones. And then sometimes the universe literally has to step in, take everything, right? Sometimes physically, but most of the time it's an emotional thing that finally happens that just breaks, right? It breaks old habits, old patterns. It even allows the faces of those that wear masks to be unmasked. It changes everything. It's meant to. That's what that tower moment is for. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you, right? So in your past, and I do mean your past, it does look like you did have a thirst for the type of love that possibly maybe you know exists, but it just hadn't happened yet, right? So you got 5 of candles over here paired with summer night and spring lady, right? So the overall energy of both of these cards, one is about losing something, obviously, this summer night, but it's not about losing it into a point of you can't ever get it back. This is more like an intentional loss, like you enjoyed the ride for a moment, but even in the back of your mind somewhere, I think you might have known it was like only a temporary ride, right? And because you knew it was temporary, you probably tried to put roots down with something that should have only been leaves on a tree, gave you shade when you needed it, and then when the season was done, moved on about their business, right? We learn this the hard way, and it's usually after it happens that we're like, yeah, I guess I did see the red flags and blah, 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 right? So in your past, it does look like those chances and opportunities were every opportunity you had when you had that little devil on your shoulder, and then you had the little death card saying, but you know what's going to happen. You're not going to be able to transform. This is an old situation. This is the same red flags in a different situation, a different person, right? But it's still the same circle, so to speak, right? Well, with that being said, again, this tower moment comes in, but this is more like a could be right now, but it looks like it's more for just a little bit more of you having to put you back together again, because you're coming in with King of Shells, which is great because it is about meeting your opposite, right? Not your twin flame opposite where you guys have the same numbers and the same energy and the same this and the same that, but you're never on the same page kind of situation. It does feel like it is a soulmate connection, but because it's King of Shells, you have to understand that you have to be king of yourself first. You have to have both the masculine and the feminine energy within you kind of melded together. You have to be of one, right? So that yin yang opportunity that is within you that you need to have more faith in is going to happen because you're going to be tired of literally putting your all into something and only picking up the pieces and starting all over again. You're going to get tired of that. You're going to put it together this last time or this time you're in now, and it's going to be so secure this time because you are going to be more secure. But with you becoming more secure does come that pairing, that mate, right? That possible connection that even if it isn't long term, because we get 8th and 9th of summer and autumn, this means that it's short term, but it's good term, right? It's a chance for you to understand what it's like to receive as much as you were actually looking for, and then possibly then some more. But it doesn't look like it's going to be for you to settle down permanently. It's for you to actually start engaging and learning to trust in a more healthy way and literally kind of letting the good guy win, so to speak, even if it's a female or whatever the situation may be. Letting the good guy win instead of always going for the bad guy situation. So, or the bad boy, whatever the vibe, you know what I'm saying? That needs to be completely done with you, and they're going to trigger you. They're going to throw obstacles and situations at you, but don't build them the same way you always did. Absolutely know what it is, and and almost kind of chuckle about it and be like, yeah, buddy, I love that ride. I'm just not paying that consequence no more. Be that stronger version, be your own boundary to that situation, and that allows the good guy and energy to come in and fill a role for you, even if it's nothing else but to just kind of get your feet wet and give you a taste of what it could be once you complete your full transformation and rebuild everything fully. That's what I got for you. I hope that helped you, sweetheart. Okay, so I do see another list. Let me unpin, 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 unpin. List. Pen. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. Just 1 second, guys. I just want to see if I need to thank anybody. It's the weekend. Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my God, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, I might be able to take my sister to lunch. That would be so cool. Oh, I haven't seen her in so long. Okay, so anyway, list, Angie. Missed lesson or portal? Missed lesson or portal. Missed lesson or portal. Oh, missed though. Like she missed the lesson, or is that like because I bumped her back one or something? I don't know. Angie, is it something that you feel like you missed, or is it just because I went ahead and jumped one over you just because I needed a little smaller thing? Is it like Angie, you missed her lesson in Portal, or you feel like you missed something? I feel like I missed something. She feels like she 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 missed something. Well, almost immediately I get a yes. So okay. Let's see what that could be. Hey Brooke, what's y'all doing? And again, thank you to those of you who did make a donation. Thank you. I so appreciate you. Does anybody in chat here kind of understand like cardstock any at all? If you do, I have a question. Wowza, that pendulum. Oh, I know. So Brian from Blushing Nerd Tarot made it. Yeah. So very helpful. Been feeling he's fake, but it is fantastic. You know, previously known as Gypsy JJ. Gypsy JJ. Well, and you're an OG on the channel. While I'm over here, welcome back. Okay. All right. Let me see. I'm saying one more time. I'm not gonna stop. I'm saying one more time. Okay. Michael! We love Michael. I have to look at my little cheat paper here for the new deck still, guys. I'm still learning it. Okay, so that's emotional over there, and this one over here is physically safe. So this one is okay. So this one's like breaking free of it. Okay. Because okay. So I might have to do this one at a time. Okay, so possibly and I think intentionally you were meant to miss it, right? Like I think there was an intentional distraction that came through. This very youthful energy that came through. Now, was it meant for you permanently? No. If anything, it was meant to get you to fall for it, so to speak, right? But you didn't fall for it, right? So this little distraction that you feel like you missed, you didn't miss anything. In fact, the distraction was this, right? So this card is about enjoying something within a separation of something, with just knowing, like, I don't know, I feel like I don't have something anymore, but I don't also feel bad about it, right? So that was them, right? Them stepping in to make you feel that it's okay to notice that something was in your vicinity, but you didn't fall for it, right? So the energy that would have been there would have been very youthful, very playful, very distracting, but it also would not have been meant for you. You were able to understand that whatever the energy was, although it was there, and although it could have even slightly been a little bit distracting, you did not fall for it. It's like making a deal with Rumpelstiltskin. You didn't know it was Rumpelstiltskin, but you also knew, I'm not going to fall for the trickery, the dumb fuckery kind of thing. So I do feel like they, whoever they are, it could be your spiritual advisors, it could be ancestors, it could be your doppelganger, your higher version of you stepping in to say, no, you are working on yourself. You are trying to understand yourself a little bit better, if not for anyone else, just for yourself. With you trying to know just a different part of you, that takes time. It took X amount of years for you to understand the version of you that you are now breaking free from, because you're realizing, well, that version is pre-programmed. It is reprogrammed, and I have to now unlearn everything so that I can relearn something the correct way. And that is exactly where they need you to be. You need to be in that kind of that cocoon thing. So, and because you're in that cocoon stage, you're not ready, or you think you're not ready yet for your wings. And if that's the case, you need to be exactly where you're at, safe in that cocoon. And that's them stepping in to remind you of all of the good things that you have done. So stay with that good energy. Don't let that nothingness creep in there and think you missed something, because it doesn't look like you missed anything at all, because it looks like more or less it was meant to come in as an intentional distraction. So I kind of like the way that looks. Now, when I look over here on this side, what do I see? I see you sitting on top of the distraction. You know that some bitch is down there, but you don't care. You're not intimidated anymore. You're not wondering what it is that's down there, because you have your closets cleaned out, your box, your Pandora's box. It's wide open. The only thing in the bottom of that is hope now. And you're not going to let all of that depression and anxiety and all of that bad shit back in there, like possibly you have now broken free from. You now have used it and you created a stump over it. You are now stronger than it. You are now feeding fear what you want it to have of you. You're no longer allowing fear to feed off of you. And all it is a set of eyes. It's a set of roots down there. Actually, what you do is you send your light from up here down there to remind them they better stay where they're at. You don't have time for that mess anymore. You got 10th of autumn paired with an understanding that you aren't going to be struggling very much longer, right? So this 5 in Pentacles tells me that you're being paired with a celebration of knowing that eventually you're going to find a way to save $5 here. And then that 10, that 5 is going to turn to 10, that 10 is going to turn to 20, that 20 is going to turn to 40, and you are going to find a way every single month to find a way to save a couple bucks here, $5 here, $5 there, and eventually you're going to have spending money, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I did it. But you're going to be so proud of what you were able to accomplish that you always told yourself you couldn't do it. But now you're going to be able to know that you can do it. You're going to be able to sit with yourself in the dark. You're also going to be able to sit with the things that used to put fear in your rational mind. You are no longer having that anymore. You now understand that you and you alone get to make the choices that mold the new you, the future you that you are working on building. So it doesn't look like you missed anything at all, honey. If anything at all, just know that that distraction was sent because you are in a place of transparency and they don't want you sidetracked. So they kind of sweat that energy right away from you. So you didn't have to waste your beautiful energy on something that wasn't worthy anyway. That's what I got for you, hon. All right. Janet Lee. aunt. Do we have any family members here? No? Okay. So hi, Jonathan. Beth. Hi, beautiful. Okay. I think I'm gonna need a different deck. 1 second. Yeah, I gotta go get Alice. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get Alice. So, for those of you who don't know who Alice is the ghost that came with the deck, the embroidered graveyard. If you know, you know. Anyway, this deck is definitely for us mediums. It is basically a Ouija board in a deck form. So, we're going to do an open heart call out. Open heart call outs can be done for the living and for those who have not fully crossed over, or for those that have crossed all the way over, they just have to be done a little bit differently. But with this being said, this is just your basic check on the auntie. What's up, Blackie? How are you, beautiful? Beautiful soul. So I feel like I'm doing like a well check. Am I kind of on the right road here, Janet? Am I doing kind of like a well check? It has been a minute, Plucky. It's good to see you, though. It's good to see all of you guys. And to those that made a donation, you guys, I am so grateful and thankful. I get the perspective card as the covered energy of this deck, right? So Alice says that after going through the energy of what she feels is a lot of innocence. With her coming back in, what it feels like she's telling me is that there's an opportunity, right? Not is it only just perspective. There is an opportunity to be very vulnerable with your aunt, right? There's an opportunity for them to be vulnerable. There's an opportunity for a perspective to literally change. There's an opportunity for something within the innocence of the little child that lives within all of us, including her, that gets an opportunity to heal, right? Not that it feels like time is like not on their side, so to speak, but it does feel like it's a pursuit that is going on. It's not a hiding. It feels like they're mending and healing the child within them as well. It feels like they didn't grow up in a time and a chance that childhood was accepted for very long. It was more like at a certain age, hard stop, and adulting begins, depending and no matter what your age is. It almost feels like had they expressed that maybe they were curious to different ways of life, they may have had a strong, firm discipline that would have been a repercussion, so to speak, and that could have hindered a lot of the innocence that's wanting to be out. So it's more like I feel like she's coloring and doing the Miss Mary Max and the high claps and the hide and seeks and the peekaboos and the dress ups, and I feel like she's exploring a part of her life she didn't get a chance to do when it would have been appropriate for that to happen. So I don't think it's a hiding. I think it's more like it's a pursuit of her vulnerability. And maybe she's not 100% comfortable with exposing that yet. But maybe if you um, brought over a shadow box or a fairy house or a flower, um, a plant, even like a lucky bamboo or something, maybe some tree moss. I feel like if there was an initiation to show her that you were willing to be vulnerable with her, you guys might find a connection there that makes you both very vulnerable to where it could grow, but it both brings you to the same horizon, even if nothing more. You play jacks with them or understand that the healing part of them right now has to make this connection complete. So I would say be pursuant with them, and those that could be possibly making them feel like they need to hide. Maybe, it doesn't hurt for them to get a taste on a dose of their own medicine. It does feel like the hiding is very almost immature, because like it could be something where it would now hurt that person that's trying to heal. So it doesn't feel like they're hiding from you. It just feels like that's where they're comfortable at right now. I hope that helps you, but that's kind of what I got. Oh, a love box. Yeah, that would be so good. Oh God, that would be so, 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 so good. Oh my God, they would love that. I feel like they would love that anyway. I feel like it. All right, Rossi said there's 4 slots open. All right, Hypnicity, you are up, love bug. Let me know you're still here. Lost Dragon. Alice, good night. Oh, no, don't fall. Sorry. There's too much going on. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Y'all sit there. All right, is there anyone else I need to thank real quick? I don't want anybody to feel like they were not acknowledged. Nope. Okay, doke. All right. Hypnicity is here. Lost Dragon. All right. I know. I gotta grab the deck. Sorry, guys. Oh, now I gotta find it though. All right. Dragon deck. Where are you? All right. Quickly. Jump out and wave at me. Dum, 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 dum. You're not going to jump out and wave at me? It'd be so much easier if you would. OMG. break your shoulder. Where's my dragon deck? I don't know. Ooh, you little assholes. Where is my dragon deck at? Oh my. They are always playing with something. Okay, so no, no. All right, Alexis. I don't think so, and I also think I forgot. Oh, Janet, that just kind of fills my heart with goodness, though. Honestly, it felt like she was like mentally, she's in a really good place. It could be easily maybe taken advantage of. So, so when you say lost, right? I don't think it's the same concept, right? So we all have a dragon that we're born with. It's born the exact moment we are, right? Most of us realize it eventually. Some of us don't. Sometimes it takes someone that can connect to that kind of energy to help them kind of make that connection, right? There's something it's like utterly more important and like I almost feel like my gut is saying like no, there's something that is vastly like majorly and important, but it's not just important for you. It's kind of like where they have to step away from the one to do for the mass or the many. It feels like that kind of energy. But in all, there's still this strong connection of protection that's going on. Like I feel like they left you with a suitable bow, so to speak. Someone that could pick up the reins for them if need be. If something needed to step in with that kind of power, obviously you're not going to call in dragon energy because you stubbed your toe. So I do feel like he would have left you in very capable hands, right? So you've got this protection card showing up, but it's showing up paired with the energy of restoring hope for man, right? So this is man as in mankind, not just man versus woman. No, this is like the actual species of mankind, right? So it does feel like it's not a permanent loss gone kind of thing. It's just a very temporary thing, but your connection to them comes in the type of friendship that you guys have. You guys have a friendship that isn't like most reptile, human, dragon kind of thing, right? Now, am I saying you're in love with your dragon? No, I happen to be in love with all of mine, but not everybody is, right? I am a dragon in the Chinese philosophy. So when I speak to my dragons, when I speak to my children that are born dragon or my grandchildren that are born dragon, I have a underlying gut that talks at the same time, right? I do believe that you have the ability to speak in their language at times when you need, right? I feel like they would have trusted you enough with the very sacred lost language of them. I feel like they will whisper or come to you maybe in your dreams or at night. There's a small whisper, there's a wind that you hear something in that doesn't happen very often, but that's them. Even though they're gone, they're still with you. There's a part of them that will always be with you. And in dire emergencies, I do believe that there is someone that has been appointed, but they are on a mission right now, so to speak, like the universe or source or God or whatever you choose has said, I need all of my day dragons or night dragons, or I need all of my this or all of my that, and go protect this. Don't let this go off. Use your wings and protect those or whatever. The most high, I feel, has assigned them a very temporary position, so I don't think it's lost. I think you just have noticed how strong your connection was, because that isn't broken, it's just not completely fulfilled. So I think if you kind of scratch your life a little bit, you may find even the one that has been allocated to kind of step in, and finding that, you may even find another way to connect to even another version of the amazing beast that they are. That's what I got for you. All right, let's see if we have another list. Now I got the dang on dwarfs in my head. You're a wood rabbit? Wait, Jonathan, didn't we like discuss that on one of the Chinese New Year's or something? You're a dog in Chinese. That makes so much sense. Oh my God, you have loyalty and royalty just flowing in you. All right, let's see. Listy. A listy. All right, we did Lost Dragon, so we are on Magic Strength. Strength. Okay. Oh, they're planting seeds. Okay. Okay. I got it. From the bottom. From the bottom. All right, we're gonna do it. All right, one more time. My focus. Strength. Okay. Yeah, I know it's in reverse, so that means it's a healthy metamorphosis, and that's convenient paired with that. Okay, just what do we got over here? A momento. So it's only a memory. So in a way, it's not even really a this or that. It's more like a then versus. Is it a now? Yeah, it'd have to be a now, right? In the moment, in the momento, in the momento, momento. Would that be like Spanish? Rossi, would that be Spanish for like right now? Momento, momento, something like that. Um, you're the only one I know that is fluent. I'm just waiting for confirmation, or I'm way off. Momento, moment. But that doesn't necessarily have to mean like right now. It could just mean a moment. Could be future moment. Okay, all right. So I feel like what they're wanting me to see is that a seed was planted, right? So this charred king, right? This usually would mean tragedy. So in the upright position, this charred king means tragedy, but yours is in reverse, right? So with it being in reverse, it means a metamorphosis. The energy of it is seed, right? You see that seed pod there? So you got seed pod, metamorphosis, and you got the world, right? So when you think about this, when you think about this completion of everything, right? So for me, the one and only archetype in the majors is the fool himself, right? Not everybody's going to see it that way, right? Everybody's going to have their own perspective of it. But this is my way of seeing it. Everything that they encompass is lessons or blessings or major milestones that can carry them to the next obstacle, course, agility, testimony that is ahead in that path, right? So as the fool foolishly makes his ascend through that path, through that destination that he chose when he jumped off the cliff, so to speak, and took that first step, knowing it was a doozy, but he had to do it. Um, well, the first lesson was that that first step is a doozy, right? And then everything that comes from that is everything you probably thought of on your way down, right? That maybe you didn't get to do or you'd like a chance to do it again. Well, going through that path that you are now destined to complete, because once you start it, you got to complete it. Even if it is a failure, at least you completed it, right? You didn't walk away quitting and it lingering, going the shoulda, woulda, coulda ifs, right? So knowing that you're going to complete it, knowing that the lesson has ultimately changed you looks really good because I come over here and we have eighth of winter, right? So eighth of winter is about a moment. Apparently it's right now. It's just a moment, right? Or at least it feels like right now. So I don't think it is permanent for you to be in this energy, but it is something that you will complete it. Even if you are still in the process of doing it, there's going to be a moment coming up for you that's going to tell you that it's right for you. Even if that moment is a long winter's nap away, so to speak, right? You are going to find a way to literally lessen the load and realize you don't have to be the only one that carries the load. You can find other people that can help you, and you can do that by understanding judgment a lot differently than maybe you do right now. So after this chance, this opportunity for you to become something else, allow your seed, your pod to explore what the light may be like, what you can become, what your colors may be, what your scent may be. None of that is known when you're still in pod form, right? It's just a guessing game. So stay there just a little bit longer while you metamorphose into this complete version of the new you that's coming, right? So, but this new you is not going to carry the weight of everyone, no matter who it is, no matter how bad they need you. You're not going to need them as badly. You're going to realize you were carrying a lot of weight that wasn't yours, and you're no longer going to be willing to carry that. And that's a good thing. That is pretty freaking fucking wonderful, actually, if you ask me. But that's what gaining it is about. You learn your strengths by finding out what yours is by letting go of energy that isn't yours. So continue to let go of that energy that isn't yours. Give it back to Tom, Dick, and Harry and the cat down the road, because your strength is yet to come. And in a moment, you're going to know it. And when you do, don't ever take advantage of it again. Know it for what it is, honor it, and be proud that that makes you strong to stand for something and no longer fall for everything that comes your way. And that's what I got for you. It's hot. It's hot. I'm going to need to turn the fan on. I just have to keep getting up, get up, get up, get up, get up. I'm going to need to turn the fan on. I'm sweaty. Woo! Okay, whoa. Oh, okay. All right. Jonathan, growth. Growth, huh? Growth, growth, growth. Growth. Mm-hmm. I don't know what deck am I going to find that one in. Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you for dropping links. And again, I thank you now. I thank you then. And if it's a surprise and I don't know about it and it shows up at my door and I get to give something a wonderful home forever, I thank you then too. But I do like mystery boxes, love boxes. I like all kinds of stuff. So feel free to email me if you have questions about stuff. Look back at some of my unboxings, some of my love boxes, mystery boxes. Look back at my channel, what I like. Dolls, haunted things, mysteries. Things that other people are scared of. Okay. Okay. All right. So it's literally about growth, right? So self shows up. The very first card is self, right? And it's about gathering all of you, right? So everywhere we go, everywhere, gas station, grocery store, work, gym, school, baseball field, volleyball field, the ocean, the beach, the car shop, tire shop, paint shop, supply shop, arts and supplies. Everywhere, the fast food line that you go to, the coffee shop you go to, whatever, everywhere you go, you take you with you. Sometimes, depending on where that spot is, we leave parts of us there too. Now, when we work with self, when we gain something, we have to understand that in order to grow, we have to gain the knowledge, find out where we're going to put the knowledge, and we may have to lose something along the way so that we have the adequate space in our brain, in our mind, in our room, in our shelf, just in our life for it to fit, right? So growth comes with so many lessons, right? But the best part about growth is when we know ourselves, when we return all of the left energy, whether it's in a drive-through, the pharmacy, the doctor, or anywhere on that previous list or one that comes to mind, you think about the spot that you love a little bit more. And every time you go, you leave a little piece of your soul there so that you can always have this little happy spot, right? Well, sometimes in life, you're going to find out that not everybody has the best intentions. And if someone wanted to turn something around for them, in order to do that, they could make deals, trades, right? So I think for you, your knowledge literally is going to come from you understanding that you're going to have to call back all of your energy. even the parts of your energy that you want to be in this happy place, right? Something, someone, or supernaturally, there could be other intentions. Is it set intentionally after you? Nope. And if anything, it's a humbug that they looked up on your kind of energy, right? So for you, there is knowledge, but that knowledge comes from you pulling your own energy back, recalling every single bit of your energy, no matter what it is. Don't leave not one drop, not one little grain of sand. Don't leave none of it. Know where you have been. Call all of it back to you. Once you do, I want you to celebrate that day. I want you to know, like, from here until Sunday, I'm giving all of my energy from now until Sunday to return to me. Even if you're in a sticky spot, if you're in a tween, if you're in another parallel, if you're in another realm, if you're in another Sandman induced dream, no matter where you're at, I'm calling all of my energy back because Sunday I am going to celebrate me. I'm going to do a ritual. I am going to give myself a salt bath. I am going to give myself a pedicure, a manicure. I'm going to give myself a perm. I don't know what you're going to do, but you're going to celebrate yourself. You don't have to necessarily do it Sunday. I'm just throwing a haiku out there. So you need to understand, you need to give all of that energy time to get the information and then realize that it's being called back. It's not that it's not safe. It's not that it's not wanted there. It's just you need the blissfulness of complete to feel complete. And by doing that, you're also allowing nothing else to take space within you that wasn't yours to begin with. So, growth for you is literally only one good cleansing away and one good calling, and then enjoy it, reminisce on it, have fun with it. And don't leave it out there anymore. All of you has to go forward. You can't leave any parts of you behind. It's not meant to work like that. I don't know if you are or not, but that's what they wanted me to say. Wherever you go, there you are. That does sound familiar. Alexis, money. Ooh, money. Well, that would be... Who wants to answer that question? Okay, all right. Alexis. Final list. All right. Final list. So we got Alexis, Rossi, and gotta go find the final list. Final list. I see it. Plucky. That one and that one. Okay. And that one. Okay. All right. So we are talking money. Money. Oh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. The world. So something feels complete, right? Something feels complete. It also could represent a milestone that puts some unease to rest, right? So you do have the world coming in paired with death energy, right? So this world is trumping the death energy, but it is about completion and also a part of you that is now being able to breathe again, so to speak, right? However, don't you just love when that comes in there? A closed mouth never gets fed, right? With that being said, I know, and yes, it does. It does take me that long to find the right words. Um, you. Okay, let's go two different ways with this. But the first way we're gonna go with it, we're gonna go with it as this wonderful rebirth, right? This wonderful new you, right? This wonderful way of understanding a part of you that isn't so strapped down, that isn't so conflicting or tied to a one-way situation. All right, you may now have a two-way situation. Mm-hmm. Here's where I want you to understand that this 10 of wand that trumps all of this is because you sometimes feel like maybe you have to carry the entire weight of the load, whether that's all the bills, and you could be if you're living alone, all of the bills obviously they fall on you, but all of everything doesn't have to be on you, even if you are solo dolo. You have to have a way to lighten every bit of the load. So even if you are solo dolo, right, you can find corporations and groups, communities that could help you with fulfilling some homely needs. Okay. That would lighten up the load a little bit and give even more of a reprieve to the very probably tight pockets, right? And we're speaking strictly on the money aspect of it. Also, remember that once you do find all of your needs, so to speak, and all of your glitches and your needs are satisfactory, staying level, you're consistently above board, so to speak, right? I'm thankful that day will find me. But anyway, we're not talking about me, we're talking about you. I want you to remember that finding a way to lighten the load is every bit of that, right? Yes, the phrase of take care of home and home will take care of you is always going to be steadfast. But you cannot be one solo ant carrying the entire ant mound food. You're going to carry your weight to begin with because you're built like that, right? We're all built like that, but sometimes we forget that we only have to carry our weight. We don't have to carry their weight. So, as you are financially completing a milestone for you, don't forget, don't overload yourself. Don't overload that plate that is now finally thinned out just a little bit because it could easily happen. So do not overload yourself. Do not overwhelm yourself. Keep the win. Keep the win. Keep the gain. Keep the milestone. Stay in that energy. But don't forget, we all have this problem. Some of us just have it right in the forefront a little more. And this looks like that could be you. You could be willing to pick up people's energy and weight because you think you can carry it. Not anymore, you can't. Not anymore, you can't. I hope that helps, babe. That's what I got for you. I feel like I talked around in a bunch of circles, and I don't know why, but I really feel like I talked in circles. So I don't have, I'm feeling really, and okay. I hope that helped. Yes. Okay, good. Good. All right. Who knocked? All right. Alice, would you like to answer this question? Okay, good. Good. Alice, wake up. Oh, if you thought the gold was going to look good, wait till you see this orange. This orange, like copper foiling. Because it's holographic. Can you guys see the holographic in there? So this is the embroidered graveyard. You understood it all. Yeah. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. Okay. Oh, hey. Why don't you just jump, Judy, jump? Okay. The overall energy of all of those. Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Well, we've got a couple of things going on over here, Rossi, is what it looks like. So, first and foremost, the one that quite possibly woke you up was your grandfather. With that being said, I think he came in running something out. It was a disruption kind of noise. They were intentionally trying to move something out of your way. There was something, you have Weaver in reverse paired with Temperance, right? Temptress. So Temptress herself tells me that something was around you that your grandfather energy was not accepting. He's trumping both of these and he's laying down sideways, like I'm laying down the law, like that iron hand kind of grandfather energy, right? That he's coming in blocking both of these, right? But on the other hand, I do feel like there is a joy child that has come to make a root, to literally make a nest and be a part of your team. You have this joy child will come in the form of literally like a cupid-ish, childish kind of energy. It could come in the form of a rodent, a reptile. It could come in the form of a bird. Could be a fish. It could literally be a plant that like the Audrey 2, like a fly trap or something like that. It's literally, I believe, going to somehow, some way eat meat. So you do have carnivore that is over here, and it is to help you overcome something, right? So people that are scared of cats or dogs or something, sometimes when they try to overcome that, they start winging their self to it. They start understanding. They start taking in a little bit of it, right? So there is a familiar coming in for you, and it is about overcoming the energy of something. But this little one is coming in the mind of helping you understand your ancestors, right? So you have ancestors over here that is finishing the deck and the energy of what's going on over here, but it is meant for you to upgrade in another level, right? So you do have grandfather energy coming in that was kind of intentionally making a disruption sound. So it wasn't more like they were trying to scare you. It seems more like someone that was actively on your team was trying to run something else out of the area. They do have another message for you. Between now and Samhain, they want you to understand that a veil walker might possibly reach out to you with a gift. Now, again, that could tie back to the one card I just showed you where there is a familiar that is going to be calling for you, and you may not understand your connection to this, and that is because it is a Samhain kind of gift. It could even be an imp or a Sprite, or one of them little ornery little shits. It could be a leprechaun. It could be a Fadaric. It could be something that would entertain the spirit and the essence of Samhain, that would also be able to walk through the veil. So understand that it's coming as a gift to you, but it's also going to balance out your life a little differently than you understand it right now. And I do believe this could have a lot to do with your Spanish heritage, or even another walk where not necessarily Santa Muerte, but there could be a stronger connection to those goddesses, the dark goddesses, and others that protect shades, souls, and spirits while they're in the middle of transitioning. So do understand that between now and then, this gift will show up, and you may not understand it, but it is meant for you, but it is for protection against maybe the things that could and do go bump in the night. And that's what I got for you. Yeah, it definitely was like grandfather energy. It like iron hand, like move, like it was intensely moving something completely out of your area. All right, we do have another list. Let me grab that other list real quick. And then I will check and see if there is any more donations. And then again, like I said, if you just went on the wish list and you want me to know, feel free to let me know that you made a channel donation, and I will be paying attention to the mail, because my sister is coming in tomorrow, so I'm going to be very busy. So she lands at 3:55. I'm supposed to catch up with her about 6:30 my time, Central. That'll give her time to get situated and everything. So 6:30, 7-ish. I might let her just get comfortable, get situated, and then go take her to coffee or something Sunday morning. I don't know yet. I don't know. Because you guys did make a donation, the couple of you that did do it, I'm grateful. Because like, even if I can't take her to lunch, I can at least now buy her a coffee. So I am so grateful. All right, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Plucky finances. Plucky, you're still here, right, sweetie? Well, I definitely got to get me some coffee, y'all. I haven't been 2 days with no coffee. I'm proud of me. Even though this is iced coffee, it's not the same. It's not my mocha iced coffee. I accept the protection. Absolutely, yeah. Like he strongly was covering like all of that. Like it definitely felt very like my grandfather. He had an iron hand. He did not play when he spoke. The world listened. So it felt very much like that. Plucky, yes. Okay. Finances. Mm-hmm. For those of you that hung out with me, thank you. Thank you. For those that let me read for you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Feel free to hit up my email address if you want to do a private read, or if you want to get a little personal than, what we do here on the screen. I love you, Janet. Thank you. Without you guys, I'm telling you, like my world would literally cease to go around. What's up, MC? You want some personal, private stuff? I got you. Y'all drop in my email address. Either way, thank you. Absolutely, Tiffany. Tina. Let's see. I think I still got a couple of packs of cigarettes, so I should be okay on cigarettes, because Monday. Monday's payday, right? Monday's the first, so Monday's payday. So I should be okay. Just get through these next couple of days. It'll be just fine. Okay, finances. Finances. Uh-huh. 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 Alright, what we got going on over here? Mm-hmm. Well, so it does look like, from what I'm looking at right here, radiation fever? Oh God, I hope not. Hope not. Love you, love you, love you. Love you long time. Okay, I think I quite understand this. Okay, so Plucky, it looks like there might have been a situation that really hurt. And now I'm not a gambler, but sometimes, when some people have a sure shot, for sure guarantee, they bet on it, right? They bet on that sure shot, and sometimes that sure shot literally sends us into more than we encountered, whether it's bankruptcy, whether it's the loss of a home, a child's tuition for college, your mortgage, food money, rent money, whatever. Sometimes life has to, right? It has to prove to you that you're not in so much control as you think you are, right? By proving to you that they ultimately will support you or literally take your feet out from under you. It is them moments that we realize that we made a very immature reaction or a purchase, right? So this Knight of Cups, this is immature, but it's also a very quick, no investigating, no checking or reading the what do you call it, the reviews or whatever, right? It's not understanding that the small print said 900% interest, right? Sometimes that immature, quick thinking, quick come up literally bites us in the ass, right? So this paired King of Wands in reverse energy with this Tower moment and this immature knee-jerk reaction, this immature purchase, possibly that money pit or that lemon made you a believer in knowing something, right? My first car was a lemon, so it definitely taught me a lot. I've never been a homeowner yet. But hopefully one day my chance will come. But with that being said, it's a milestone, right? So I have to learn better finances because I'm telling you right now, I can't save shit. I suck. I suck with finances. I suck with saving money. I save for putting up for a rainy day, and I can't even wait for the damn rainy day. And I live in Florida, mind you. It rains damn near every day. With that being said, it's the reason I have to sometimes get on here and thank you guys for donations because they're sometimes much needed, right? With that being said, I understand a good tower moment when it comes to finances because it does grow us up, so to speak, and we do find a way to turn our situation around, right? I do feel that you're going to be able to turn your situation around. You're going to be able to show that this tower moment was the lesson that you needed because you yourself are the blessing and you found that within yourself experiencing this tower moment, this lemon, this money pit, this huge loss. This loss opened your mind, your eyes, your hands, your opportunities, your world to something more than just money. It gave you an opportunity to understand that changing the perspective just a wee little bit and understanding this knight in shining armor, this Prince Charming that came in to save the day, that wasn't Mr. Warbucks. That was you getting control of the little immature little knight over here that wasn't financially maturely or enough life experiences in to understand that that purchase is going to break you financially in every which way possible. Unfortunately, my son recently went through something very similar to this. Some call it a Saturn return, depending on where your birthday's at. Just look at it in more than one ways because it is going to help you become something that you can't even understand. You're going to have enough finances and enough stability to know that even future possibility yous will be in a place that isn't struggling. Doesn't mean you're not living paycheck to paycheck, but the struggle is not right there in front of your face. That's what I got for you, honey. I hope it helps you. Ooh. You worked in finances for ooh. Hey. I like side hustles. Legal ones. Like that's the best way ever is to legally be able to hustle and be like, and you can't touch it. Because I made it legal. I made it. I earned it honestly, and you can't take it from me. It's the best part of it. All right, I do believe that completes our Friday's fixtures, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for those beautiful donations that you guys sent in to me. I am grateful beyond even the slightest. Like, I'm so excited. Again, I can't wait. I get to see my sister tomorrow. I have a couple of things to do tomorrow, but come 6:30, it's all about my sister. So I love you guys so much. I thank you from my beautiful, blessed, enlarged, grows 3 sizes every day grunge heart. I love you guys so much. And I will absolutely, definitely, there's 2 of you I'll see tomorrow in our client check-in. And other than that, I love you so much. And I'll see you on Monday at some point for the winner to the giveaway. And remember, the numbers range on the decks is somewhere between, I believe, 150 and 250. So the 3 people that have entered already, I do have your numbers written down. You guys are entered. So good luck to anybody else that enters because tomorrow is the last day to enter. So good luck. I love you guys. And enjoy your Friday and go to bed restful, knowing that you made it through 1000% of every damn thing that life and karma threw at you. I love you guys. Rossi, you know I'll see you tomorrow with bells on, baby. I love you guys. Bye. La 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 la.